Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Saturday, February 18th, 2023. Time is 1:22 p.m. Jersey time. Well, we got another disgusting story, and I'm just going to say this right off the bat. Where's the outrage from law enforcement? All this crap goes on every day, and not a peep out of law enforcement saying, this is not us. We don't represent this. We don't like these kind of cops. We don't condone it or anything. You never hear anything. Mum's the word. These bad cops and the good cops who are just as bad as the bad cops because they're not doing anything about it. But where's the outcry on this story, which I'm going to tell you right now. This was reported February 15th. This is on WSBTV.com. A woman says Doraville officer arrested in 16-year-old girl's death, stalked her for a year. Hold on a second. Here's the picture. Here's the story right there. We'll put the link in the description as always. This is out of Georgia. Metro Atlanta woman said the fired Doraville police officer tied to the disappearance and death of a 16-year-old girl. It's the same man who she reported for stalking her for nearly a year. Mike Bryant, 22, was arrested in connection to the death of the 16-year-old Suzanne Morales, whose remains were found this week. Bryant has been charged with concealing a death and false report of a crime. The warrant application revealed that police believe Bryant raped and killed Morales before dumping her body some 20 miles away. And you know what? I believe it too. The exclusive video shows Miles Bryant tampering with her doorknob of her snail. What else they got on here? Basically, Bryant, who was a childhood friend, reconnected with her and then spent months repeatedly trying to break into her home. I knew he was capable of it, Bates said. When the officers asked me why he was trying to break into my apartment, I told him that I was scared and he was trying to rape me. Bates said after they reconnected last March, Bryant seemed to become obsessed with her and kept finding ways to try to get her into her apartment. Does this sound familiar? Does this sound like the same character is the one out of Seabright, where they stalk and act crazy? On March 19th, she said someone kicked her door in and she stopped talking to Brian because things became suspicious. In October, a neighbor shared video with her of Bryant back at her apartment and then 2 more times in December while she was at home. Bates said a screen grab from doorbell camera footage from October last year shows the first time she got video of Bryant at her home uninvited. She said 2 other videos from December showed him back at her home, covering his face and pulling on the door handle before knocking. The incidents at Bates' apartments were nearly 5 months after Gwinnett police said they believe Bryant dumped Morales' naked body near the Barrow County line to conceal her death. Bates said she knew Bryant was a Doraville police officer and that he served the military. She said she was afraid for her life. Well, here we go. We're touching on 2 things that I've talked about. 1, hiring people under the age of 30. 2, hiring people from the military. I am no disrespect to those that are in the military, but I feel those in the military, especially those who've seen action, have no business being in law enforcement because you are trained to kill in the military. You're not there to de-escalate and try to solve problems. You're there to follow orders, but when you're serving it, you're in action. You're not the same, and it's just my personal feelings. I think if you're in the military, that doesn't make you any more qualified to be a police officer, so I don't know what it is, but that seems to be the trend. Okay. Bates said Bryant was a Doraville, but she said she was afraid for her life. I don't know. My question is, when he's coming to her house, why wasn't she calling the police each time and doing something? That's the question I have. I just bought cameras, got me a gun, and made sure I kept it loaded, Bates said. A police report from December 11th lists Bryant at the suspect for a suspicious activity incident. Gwinnett County Police said the case was never assigned to a detective. Now it's been assigned to a detective, and we're reopening the case in light of Morales' death. Bates said Bryant's arrest left her wishing more could have been done to save her life. I wish Susanna was still here, Bates said, and that's that on the story. But you know, this is disgusting. You know, this cop trying to get involved. He's obsessed with this woman. He wants to hook up with her. She probably doesn't want to. Maybe she's not a full-fledged badge bunny. Maybe she just wanted to be friends, and he didn't know how to take the hint to get lost. And he's obsessed. So now you got one of these crackpots, just like the one in Seabright, you know, obsession with a female. And this guy's obsessed, and he didn't know when it was time to go home. And now we got a woman that's dead, unfortunately. And let this be another lesson to you badge bunnies out there. Do not get involved with these cops, because you don't know which one you're getting. You're probably going to get it. Most likely you're going to get a good one that's not crazy, but who's going to take that chance? Who wants to take that chance? You know, there's plenty of the good guys out there. And I'll finish it up with this. I got another feeling, too, is that one thing I've learned about females and men, women try to be very diplomatic. Like to say, hey, you want to go out Friday? No, I'm busy. Well, you want to go out Saturday? Oh, no, I got something else to do. You want to go out Monday? Oh, no, I got... Rather than just come down and say, look, I'm not interested in you in a romantic way, and I don't want to have dinner with you. No disrespect, but that's just the way it is. See, women, I tell my female friends all the time when they're getting this conversation that you have to be very direct with men, because men are just, they don't get it. Especially the more obsessed they are with you, the less they get it. So you have to be very direct with them. Even if you have to be rude, that's just what you have to do, because there's some men out there that just don't get it. They don't understand. They don't, unless you tell them no, no, look, you jerk, we're not going out. They don't get it. They think, oh, you're not available Friday, well, maybe you're available Saturday. They'll just keep at it until they can find a day that you're available and hope that the women will just give it a say, all right, I'll go out and have dinner with you. And then it just snowballs. So my word of advice to females out there, if you got a guy hitting on you and you're not interested, and you just say, look, I'm not interested, and that's that. You know, we're just going to be two people to know each other and be nice, civil with each other. That's the best way to handle guys. That's the best way to handle, I think, in my opinion, the nut job guys. Just say, look, you asshole, hit the road. It's not happening. We're not getting together. And if you keep coming around and bother me, I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to get a restraining order, and we're going to take it from there. That's really, I think, the best way. And if it still continues, if you know, if you got somebody, maybe you can give them a few bucks and they can go over and give that person a tune-up, that might stop it. But I hardly doubt it, because I had a situation where a female was with me, and an ex was coming by and being a pain, ringing my phone, driving past the house, and finally one day he had the nerve to come knock on my door. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning, and her ex is knocking at my door. I look at the window, I see the car. I went berserko. I just got out of the shower. I went berserk. I said, I'm going to kill this mother effer. And he's knocking on the door, and I opened the door, and I just laid one right between his eyes. He did the backstroke off the porch, and I proceeded to wail on him a little bit more. I broke my hand. He jumped into the car, and I had to hold him in the car, and I was hitting him, and then I hit the top of the car, and let me tell you, people, my hand hurt, okay? But he wouldn't come to the door, but he still would drive by, sit down the street and watch, and, you know, I got to the point I'd had enough, and I just said, you know what, girl, you got to get out of here. I had enough of this. Your shit ain't that good, so let's go, get out of here. And I sent her packing, and she went back with him, and that was the end of that. So, you know, you get these guys that are obsessed. I really don't know what the solution is. I really don't, because you're dealing with a mental disorder now. So, all right, we'll put the link in the description, and let me know what you think about this. You got a young girl who got friendly with a cop, and the cop's obsessed, and next thing you know, she's dead, and it looks like she's been raped. And, well, he dumped her naked body, I understand, and we know it's the cop. We all know it is. That's going to be the next news report. It's just very sad. Just another lesson. Parents out there, don't let your daughters get involved with these cops. You're playing Russian roulette with your life. I'm John Van Dyke. Till next time.